Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Vlogs bringing you the second set between July Zerk and Mujuk. And as you guys probably have seen my first commentary, July Zerk won quite convincingly against Mujuk. Um, Mujuk, yeah, he's a weird player. Um, his worst matchup is against Protoss, and I already stated that. This might be because he I did a little research on his background, and since he plays on SK Telecom, SK Telecom has a lot of good Terran players and very bad Zerg players. Um, this might be the reason why Mujuk is so bad against Zerg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. This match is, by the way, being played on Medusa. Medusa being a map we've already seen, a very nice and interesting map. Two natural expansions, quite inside the base, quite easy to get, and it's balanced. It's 52.3% Zerg versus Protoss, so skill only. We'll see. But yeah, SK Telecom has very good turn plays. I mean, Fantasy, Gnota, Midas, Boxer, and I love OOV. And for example, I love OOV might not be the best player right now anymore. However, him and Boxer, they can give so much insight about how Terran works, how to play against Terran, what Terran doesn't really like. And the Zerg players are Yuk, yes, Yuk, and the Zerg. And those are the best Zergs SK Telecom have. And I can't spend much words on Yuk and the Zerg. The Zerg, he's just a really bad player, and Yuk being the favorite player of Cholera, and he did manage to get into the preliminaries of the MSL. Granted that, but Yuk it can't really be said that he's an S-class Zerg player, and this actually might be the reason why Mujuk is so bad. His worst matchup is against Zerg because all the pro teams most often train inside their own team, and if you don't have good players to play against, then yeah, it's very hard to become good against that respective race. And Mujuk indeed going for a Forge Fast expand this time, not going any kind of weird failing timing push high Dark Templar or something build. And we'll see how his Corsair micro is. Yeah, I still like Protoss versus Zerg so much, and there's so much dynamics going on. So this counters that, and Burrow. Only time you see Burrow being come into play, and I really like this type of matchup. And so July Zerg going for a pylon. There's a pylon going on there. He might actually try to proxy cannon. No. Does he might all the probes trying to refrain the probe from planting a pylon down, a photon cannon down, and doesn't work. July Zerg almost pulled all his drones off the mineral lines just to prevent. I must say, this is a nice nifty trick of Mujuk. Just trying to pull your opponent a little bit off balance, and even just the pylon being there, he has to pull a lot of drones out off the mineral lines to destroy that pylon, and the pylon just sits there right now, just being a little nuisance. And Mujuk, yeah, planning down to 2 photon cannons. July circling a little bit of circlings in. Tried maybe to get a run by just checking what Mujuk does. A lot of Protoss players seem lately to have some kind of problem by blocking their lines, blocking the entrance, not putting up enough cannons at the right time. But Mujuk seems to have it under control. And it's this little thing that as a Zerg player you can just check out if your player has indeed managed to fail their fourth fastest spin. And yeah, we will see what both players are trying to build. Most often, what you see lately is uh, a Spire first by the Zerg, just to get out a little bit of Scourge to destroy the Corsair. Just trying to get a pro kill there. Just trying to kill the first Corsair coming out. And lately, a lot of Zerg transition to a 5-hatch Hydra build. And a lot of players, a lot of good players, have troubles lately by countering this build. And it can be very, very devastating. Um, Especially if you do not have, for example, Storm. A lot of good storms to deal with the amount of Hydras that a 5-hatch Hydra build can produce in a very short amount of time. So let's see what Duke wants to do. He might go for Shuttle Reaver. He might go for some Dark Templars. There's the 4th hatchery of July. Okay, Citadel of June. So probably we'll be seeing some Corsair, maybe Dark Templar, High Templar kind of build. And July has got his lair out, right? It must be some. He must have his lair out right now. The timing is there. So we'll see if he goes for a Spire or if he goes for some kind of harder list. I haven't seen a Spire yet. No, I haven't. Yeah, there's a Spire. There's a Spire. Yeah, so he put his lair down in his natural expansion, and exactly. So July was probably going for the Spire, and then the transition to harder list. Yeah, so this is going to be this map really asks for a long macro game, and I really like long macro game. Corsair first coming out, just trying to spot what July opted for kind of tag build. Maybe you can get an overlord kill, or maybe two. The Corsairs, are really nice scout. The moment your probe is destroyed by the Zerg, you basically are totally blind until you get your first Corsair. And the Corsair can be used as air dominance, or also can be used simple as one scout. Sometimes what you see is that people only build one Corsair just to scout, and then transition to some kind of other build. I saw the Stargate spinning for this is a 6 hatchery build by July. I did saw the 4. Yeah, there's exactly. So there's the second Corsair coming out, and it might be that Mujuk opts for some kind of air dominance on this map. I haven't seen any Hydra Dan coming out though, so it might be that July being the god of Zerg, god of Zergling control, and the god of Mutalist control, might opt to go for